RightSights. Hi everyone, I'm Bo.
And I'm Becky.
And we are the RightSights.
And today we are at the Banks in Cincinnati.
And it is cold. It's February the 7th, but down here on the Banks it is hot
because
people have
Bengals fever!
The Bengals are going to the Super Bowl for the first time in 30 years.
Hooray!
And it's Super Bowl week, and they're having a pep rally. So there are thousands of people down here at the stadium area rooting on the Bengals.
It's gonna be great.
We don't have tickets to the pep rally.
No.
Maybe we can walk down to the stadium and find somebody who is willing to sell the tickets, and we'll get to go to the pep rally. But even if we don't, we're gonna show you the Banks. The Banks is a 3-block area in beautiful Cincinnati that connects the Red Stadium, which is behind us, and then on the other side, 3 blocks down, which you can't see, is Paul Brown Stadium, the home of the Bengals. So we're gonna walk these 3 blocks and tell you what the Bengals are all about. So hoo-day, people are excited. So join us for this segment. Let us show you around the Banks here in Cincinnati, Ohio. All right, so Becky and I have spent a lot of time here at the Banks in Cincinnati, Ohio. Like I said, the Banks is right on the river, and it's a 3-block area, and it's a fairly new development. It started back in 1997, and it continued in phases, and it really hasn't been completely open for probably about, what, 2 years?
Yeah, it's awesome though. Lots of restaurants.
Yeah, about 12 restaurants or so, a lot of great things to do. And so when you're down here on the Banks, we just have a lot of choices. So, and again, Becky and I spend a lot of time down here. What's been one of your favorite times down at the Banks?
I just love biking around and seeing everyone and eating great food.
Yeah. Now, of course, it's February, so we're not going to do much biking.
No,
it's
freezing.
pretty cold right now. It's about 35 degrees or so.
My face is numb.
But like we said, everyone has caught Bengals fever, so I'm not feeling the cold right now. I feel pretty good. So one thing really neat about the Banks, and let me show you behind us here. They have several apartment complexes here. This one is called the Current at the Banks, and from what I've read, there is room for over 3,000 people to live right down here on the Banks.
That's pretty
So
cool.
yeah, that's pretty cool. So there's plenty of places to live, and really it kind of becomes your own community if you live down here. Kind of getting sunny now.
Yeah, it feels good though.
Yeah, the sun feels good. We can't see the camera right now. We don't even know if we're on tape right now. So
maybe we should stop and get something to eat.
yeah, we will eat something and maybe include it in this video. So we've just gone down 1 block, and along this block, what would you say, about 6 restaurants or so?
Oh, I think more than that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess 8.
Yeah, maybe 6 or 8 restaurants just on this 1 block alone. We've been down here on game day in the Bengals as well as the Reds, and this place is packed. It's a really fun place to be. All right, so we just made it down the first block of the Banks. One thing I think is really cool about the Banks is that they have high-end restaurants. So if you're into really high-end stuff, like Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, a few others, as well as just your typical kind of taco places, taco joints.
And burger, they got BurgerFi and
So you have
Jimmy
all
John's.
sorts of options down here on the Banks. So we're gonna continue to walk up the Banks. We got to show you this. I'm gonna turn around here. Behind us, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's kind of in the distance, is the Roebling Suspension Bridge. One of the most beautiful bridges you'd ever want to see.
just like the one in Brooklyn?
Yeah, Brooklyn. Same
Bridge?
guy that built the Brooklyn Bridge, first built the Roebling Suspension Bridge. So we'll do that on another segment, really show you that, because that's really worth a whole segment within itself. So, and what's the restaurant's name that you can eat at, that you get a great view of it?
Oh, the Moorline House.
Oh yeah, the Moorline House.
Awesome view of it.
Yeah, when you want a great meal, it's called the Moorline House. It sits overlooking the Roebling Suspension Bridge, and it is absolutely beautiful. So we're right in the middle of traffic right now. Hopefully we will not get hit. Here's another restaurant behind us called the Yard House.
That has good food too.
Yeah, great food as well. We are about halfway between the two stadiums. The Red Stadium, kind of on the north end of the Banks, and then Paul Brown Stadium on the south end of the Banks. So a lot of stuff happening today. You can see maybe people behind us walking down to Paul Brown Stadium. Who Day? There we go. Hey! As you can see, we have Bengals fever down here. It might be cold, but I'm not even feeling it right now.
How about you? In the sun.
Yeah. And I forgot my sunglasses. I really don't even have any idea how this camera is pointing right now. So, but it doesn't matter. We've got Bengals fever. We're enjoying the Banks. So what really is central to the Banks are the two stadiums. Of course, that attracts tens of thousands of people down here on a regular basis. And we'll get off to the side here because I want to show you something else. Well, let's go around here. All right, behind us is the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center. I always forget that name. National Underground Railroad Freedom Center, right here in the middle of the Banks. And this was one of the original features of the Banks. So it is a museum. It's really cool. If you've never been in there, it's worth the trip. It really records the history of the Underground Railroad here in the United States, but also it focuses on freedom throughout the world today. Kind of highlights maybe some of the inequities, not just in the United States, but across the globe, which again makes Cincinnati an awesome place because we're all about equality as well. Great place to live and visit. All right, let me turn around. I don't know if you can see this or not. Got a guy got a Bengals flag going down there. So, neat place. Also, as I mentioned, it highlights a lot of things about freedom. And one of the things that's really neat that we've seen is a piece of the Berlin Wall. Remember doing that?
Oh yeah, that was cool.
In fact, we had a segment, right, last fall? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did a WrightSights segment on the Berlin Wall.
Oh, there's a bunny. Not quite sure how that fits.
Yeah, a bunny. Even bunnies have Bengals fever. So anyway, the Berlin Wall is right behind us. Let me scoot over here and get out of the way. And we did a segment on this piece of the Berlin Wall as well as a secret underground tunnel.
Oh yeah.
So I'll link that to the end of this video. You might want to watch that. It's really cool. So we have a piece of the Berlin Wall here as well as a secret tunnel in Cincinnati. I hear car horns behind us. There they go. Like I said, the Banks was started over 20 years ago. And do you remember what it was like before the Banks?
Oh gosh, this was just a commercial street. I mean, there wasn't anything on it really.
Yeah, it was originally, it was all railroads. It was kind of a major hub for railroads and warehouses. When I first came to Cincinnati back in the 80s, this was actually a very dangerous place to be. People that went to ball games typically went to a ball game and then they got out. They didn't hang around, and there weren't really any restaurants or anything down here. But they've put several $100 million into the Banks, and now it's absolutely gorgeous. You got anything to say?
No, I'm just enjoying the walk, trying not to get run over.
All right, we're getting close to the Paul Brown Stadium. Like I said, there's a lot of other stuff to do behind us, if you can see it. They have an escape room here on the bank, so more fun things to do. And then over to our left, let me turn around here. You can see, I think, the newest building on the Banks. It's a concert venue. I can't remember.
Event center.
Yes, an event center. The Andrew Brady Event Center, where they hold concerts and so forth. And it looks like they might even have an outdoor pavilion there for concerts. But that is pretty much, it's brand new. It's only been open maybe a year or so. All right, so we're getting close to Paul Brown Stadium now. The crowd's getting thicker.
That's what we did. I remember that after the first walker being away, I was like walking in and everyone's still wearing their hoodie for the next game.
All right, so we're getting close to Paul Brown Stadium. Let me flip the camera around now.
That's it.
And sustain this energy, and you know, you got a young squad, you got fresh new coaches.
Got another restaurant here with a radio station. Looks like it's Kiss 107.1 having a
But they're here.
Super Bowl pep rally.
At the restaurant. But again, it takes a winner, it takes excitement, it takes
So as you can see,
loyalty, and the city.
everyone has Bengals fever and are excited about the Bengals, who are Super Bowl bound. All right, so we're at Paul Brown Stadium now. Let's walk across the street and see how many people are hanging out and see if we can get some tickets. What do you think, Becky? Do you think there's any chance we'll be able to get anyone to sell us their
I
pep
don't
rally
think
tickets?
so. These are some diehard fans here.
All right, we'll see. So we have made it down to Paul Brown Stadium, and it is electric down here.
We're already hearing a bunch of hoo days.
Yeah, got a lot of fans already showing up. Gates haven't even opened yet. There's probably, I'd say, at least 1,000 people just standing around the gate getting ready to get in. And the pep rally doesn't even start for another hour and a half.
And it's chilly out, so these
Yeah.
are some brave fans.
So let's take a look around at all the Who Day fans. Looks like some good Bengals fans here. Oh, I like the glasses. That's right. All right, so there are a lot of Bengals fans really excited to get into the stadium and have a pep rally.
They're having some fun already, and let me tell you, they are not parting with their tickets.
No, we can't find anyone willing to sell us their pep rally tickets. So we're just going to hang around here and enjoy the banks with probably 3,000 or 4,000 other people that can't get into the stadium this afternoon.
But it's still fun hanging out and cheering them on anyway.
So we hope you enjoyed this segment of the WrightSights, and maybe one day you can come down to the banks and enjoy one of the many restaurants or one of the several activities that you can do here in the beautiful city of Cincinnati.
Hoo day!
Hi everyone, welcome to the WrightSights. Take two.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let me think.
Liberty.
All right, ready?
Hold on.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another segment of the WrightSights. I'm Bo.
And I'm Becky. And I'm freezing.
Hi everyone, I'm Bo.
And I'm Becky.
And we are the WrightSights.
And we're at the banks in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, Ohio, and it is cold. It's February, but here at the banks it is hot because
We are on fire for the Bengals.